one, you know. But when I talk about the issue, I come to talk about before. I'm going on anything else. Zane, I want you to take a look on the screen because it's nice. The vibes are, I even did see this. The vibes are nice. We are go build back. Are what they say we are. Cause we need to fight the labor rights and to set Jamaica free. We are go build back. Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh, man. What a beautiful scene. People, what a beautiful scene. Huh? Come on, man. What a beautiful scene, man. We see the comrade them in a St. Andrew. And the labor them a dance to the song. We are marching on to progress. Time comes, sound the alarm. Could a man? Love it vibes.
Don't wait until August to fix your hair.
Love it vibes, me love it vibes, me love it vibes. No. When silence was the only thing required, the Speaker of the House tried to defend the indefensible. That is the title of this video. And that is the main reason why I'm live right now. Let's get into it. Please like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do, we're going to listen to Dr. Dawes. This is what is causing everything, you know. The 24 babies that died at Jubilee Hospital. Listen to what Dr. Dawes has to say.
I've taken note of the response from the Southeast Regional Health Authority and the Ministry of Health as to the cause of the deaths of the babies at Victoria Jubilee Hospital. First of all, reject any notion that these babies died because they are premature. Nobody in medicine knows what a fragile baby is. These are real babies. You are admitted to an ICU when you're very sick. A baby is admitted to a neonatal ICU when they are premature or they're very sick. So to say that they're premature and have low birth weight is the reason why they died is like saying that a diabetic died because they have diabetes when you weren't treating the diabetes appropriately. So do not allow them to change the narrative. The other thing that I see going around is that there was no infection, as if this is some great achievement. This actually makes everything look worse, because if it is that it wasn't an outbreak that you can identify and treat, and it is just because of a result of chronic understaffing, poor supplies, overcrowding, and a lack of investment into the development of the neonatal ICU. Plus, there is no relief ICU, neonatal ICU at the Bustamante Hospital for Children, which is the premier institution for neonatal care, or should be, because it's the largest pediatric hospital in the Caribbean. They have no support. So once you are in the neonatal ICU at the Bustamante Hospital for Children, if anything goes wrong there, that is it. There is no relief.
Wow.
The government has not made the investments that has been necessary to upgrade that ICU space, in spite of all the talk that they made in 2015.
Wow.
As a result of that, something as basic as a portable X-ray cannot be used to diagnose respiratory illnesses and whether or not you have air outside of the lungs, the proper placement of tubes, etc. To diagnose air outside of the lungs in some kids, in some babies, what doctors and nurses have to be doing is to shine a flashlight to see if there are any shadows like that. Or when the babies are stable enough, to transfer them to KPH, on bumpy corridors while breathing for them using an ambibag artificially to get them to get the scans. It's unacceptable. Do not allow them to change the narrative. All the outrage out there by the parents, the families who have lost their loved ones, and the families now that are fasting and praying as mothers go into delivery at VGH and other hospitals. They have all right to be outraged. I've taken note of the...
So I'm glad I played that, because I just listened it as you listened it for the very first time. Like I said, there's a lot going on, and this stuff just keeps pouring in, and information keeps pouring in. But I really don't want to be here very long. I just wanted to make this point and go, no. You heard what the man said. The fact that there wasn't a bacteria, if that's the case, and there wasn't bacteria that caused the situation, the fact that the babies died, it actually makes the situation worse. It means that it's a operational problem. Lack of staff, lack of equipment, you know, things that you can actually fix. So, what are we talking about? Right? It doesn't make the situation better. That's his point. But, again, what is the title of this video? When silence was the only thing required, the Speaker of the House tried to defend the undefendable. Listen to this. Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Woo!
On all of us behalf, but you said on your side. We also join in the moments of grief for our brother Floyd Morris, and may I invite you, President. A couple of weeks ago we had a minute silent for the tragic fire, victim of tragic fire in Damrep. But where I'm sitting today, I'm hearing reports of the tragic death of scores of babies at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. And maybe I invite us as the Senate to stand in a minute silence in honor of those children who have died, and in expressing condolences to the mothers, families of nearly 200 children who have died at Victoria Jubilee Hospital in the last 2 or so years. And I'd invite us through you to stand in a minute of silence on behalf of the children. Oh, precious, it's the greatest gift, the minister said, the Minister of Health has said to the world. And we should acknowledge their passing. If we choose Jamaica, let us choose Jamaican children who have died in such situation in the same way we chose to pay respect to the dead. 113 then in Damrep. And I invite my side and the other side and you to have a moment silence in their, a minute silence in their honor.
Well, before I stand.
Listen to this.
Because the report.
See, all was required. I don't remember this brother name. All was required is silence for the 24 children. Look what he interjected before going to silence. Listen to this.
The report was publicized in relation to the unfortunate passing of some newborn at the Victoria Jubilee, and the expression was made that the situation as to what would have caused the situation, not one that relates to any intrusion of, let us say, bacteria or otherwise, but would appear to be more of natural causes, and the investigation in relation to the situation would continue. But I agree with you on the loss of life of a newborn, that it is obviously something that would be depressing to any mother, any family. And the Senate, I do believe all members would agree that we should give a moment of silence in that regard. And I just ask for the members of the Senate to stand and to, in a moment of silence.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you shut up, not say anything, and have a moment of silence. Why did he regurgitate? I'm big up ABI News now because I hear things, I see it, you know. Why did he regurgitate the facts about the stuff around the facts around the case with that is being investigated? All the things about the case that was being investigated. Why did he regurgitate those things? And he had to catch himself, because it was like he wanted to say that they died of natural causes because there was no bacteria. But the investigation is ongoing. Brother, we don't need to say nothing. We need to be silent. You cannot defend the indefensible. And that is why I just played what Dr. Dar said. Let me play about what Dr. Dar said, because you see, what he's doing here, you know, he's trying to back up his party, you know, because he know it look bad, you know. Right? He know it look bad. But some Wagwan Dana Whitaker, big up everybody upon the live. But me I say, brother, sometimes you have to be silent. What do you mean say? Bolo, what is going on? Our hospitals, this is big disgrace in the country. Can you believe this 24 baby in 20 days? Yes, what do you mean if we can't believe? See? You see when they do stuff like this, and it leads me to believe that they would cover up things or try to cover up stories and not tell the Jamaican people the truth about investigations. An example, the FinSac report, why is it not public? The Kroll report, why is it not public? Why does this government keep hiding the information on public matters from the public? You understand? So it never served him or his party for him to say anything. And all well-thinking Jamaicans out there is looking at you crazy now, because all you had to do was, and at the end of it, you agreed with Mr. Lambert. Then if you agree with him, you should have said nothing. Mr. Lambert never said anything to show jobs, in my opinion. I didn't hear him say anything to show jobs at the party in no big way. Right? I'm going to play it again. And then I'm going to play Dr. Dawes. What Dr. Dawes said. Because, brother, you can't defend this, bro. It look bad. It is a bad situation. And you know why it look bad? Because the Prime Minister went out of his way to tell Portia Simsimila to fire the Minister of Health at the time when 18 babies was that left us after a whole year. And this is 24 babies in 24 days in one hospital. How can you defend this? How can you even attempt to defend it? Well,
Thank you very much.
Hey, no shame.
You have spoken all of us behalf.
No shame. What them call it, Belmont Road? A Belmont Road in office there? No shame. No shame. If you take him on advices, no shame is in Belmont Road. No, sir. It don't look good, better.
But you said that here side.
Alright, listen.
We also join in the moments of grief for our brother, Floyd Morris. And
hold on there. What is going on with Floyd Morris? Floyd Morris lost a family member or something? What happened with Floyd Morris? Nora, how you doing? That's why them push out the CMO and come talk about bacterial outbreak. No bacterial outbreak. Why am I tell you?
May I invite you, President? A couple weeks ago, we had a minute silent for the tragic fire, victim of tragic fire in Damrep. But where I'm sitting today, I'm hearing reports of the tragic death of scores of babies at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. And maybe I invite us as the Senate to stand in a minute silent in honor of those children who have died and in expressing condolences to the mothers, families of nearly 200 children who have died at Victoria Jubilee Hospital in the last 2 or so years. And I'd invite us through.
So hold on there. Wait. My head tough, you know. So a 200 plus people, children died at that hospital alone? Mighty God. Why am I weak? I not tell no lie. 200 plus at that hospital alone? How dare this man get up and try to defend this? In a 2 years. How dare the Speaker of the House get up and try to defend this? This is obviously a trend, you know? It is obviously a trend at that hospital. Why? I don't know. But some of the questions that Dr. Dawes asked gives me some idea. Guys, tap up the screen for me, man. Hit the like button, please. 54 people. Let's get 54 likes, man. It's not a dark day in Jamaica, you know. You understand? It's a pitch black day. You pass darkness. It's pitch black. You can't even see your hand in front of you. Ridiculous. Yeah, man, hit the like button, man. Double tap the screen 2 times with your finger. Like this. And hit the like button. Help this video to get out, because I'm not going to be long. But my God, it's serious.
You to stand in a minute of silence on behalf of the children. How precious. It's the greatest gift, the minister said. The minister of health has said.
All right. Right there, sir. Him say is the precious gift that the minister of health has said is the children. What him say wrong? That's not a shot. Him saying that because it's all the more reason why we need to take a moment of silence. Yes? Follow me now.
The world, and we should acknowledge their passing. If we choose Jamaica, let us choose Jamaican children who have died in such situation in the same way we chose to pay respect to the dead. 113 then in Damrep, and I invite my side. And
so what wrong with that? What going Karen? What's wrong with that? If you choose Jamaica, let's choose the children. The man don't say nothing wrong. Me still a try to figure out why the man decides to him officers and he make a fool of himself, you know? Why him never just be silent?
Other side, and you to have a moment silence in their, a minute silence in their honor.
Well, before I stand.
Why your office says something, brother? Why your office says something? Why? Before you stand, everybody else got standing now. Why your office says something? Lead and stand now. You know, sometimes you have to read the room, you know. Sometimes you have to read the room. Even if Senator Lambert or Member of Parliament, Mr. Lambert, was baiting him with those 2 statements. Brother, don't take a bait, brother. Brother, don't take it bait. You understand? Just stand up, have a moment of silence, and then make the investigation go where it's supposed to go. But no, it's like you almost it's like him sound inconsiderate. Him sound robotic because him a try to defend something that you can't defend. And it's the same thing. He sounds incompassionate. He sound like he don't have no empathy. He sound like he don't have no sympathy. You know the way how him phrase when him say, listen to him. Because maybe I mean, listen to him.
For Esther.
Sorry?
Because the report was publicized in relation to the unfortunate passing of some newborn at the Victoria Jubilee, and the expression was made that the situation as to what would have caused the situation, not one that relates to any intrusion of, let us say, bacteria or other.
Man, bro. Boy, I'm telling you, man.
Wise, but
Brother,
would
who
have
cares about all of that? When we want to just have a moment of silence for the babies that's no longer with us. Who cares at that point? Read the room. Who cares at that point about the specifics? The fact of the matter is the children are no longer here with us anymore. Where is your compassion, brother? If you truly want to be genuine to the parents and understanding or try to understand the loss that they had, in this moment, we don't want to hear nothing about them specifics that the pity them is not here with us anymore, and it happened at the Jubilee Hospital. And 200 plus kids in the last 2 years died at that same hospital. Sir, you cannot defend this. You can't defend this, hombre. You know, so they need one advisor. But even if them did get it, the way of them stay, they won't take the advice. Ian Vaswagwan, Vian Miller, big up. Listen to the man.
appear to be more of natural causes, and
So it appeared to be more of natural causes. That is what he stopped the silence, you know. He stopped the minute of silence. He didn't start the minute of silence to make sure, so he make the point that these babies were more than likely died of natural causes, according to him. That was more important than having the minute of silence. So him take 2 minutes to say this, or take a minute to say this before him have the minute of silence. What go on, Sean Hall? Boy, I tell you, boy.
the investigation in relation to the situation would continue. But I agree with you.
So the investigation will continue. That means there's no foregone conclusion. And that's why you stop the people from having a moment of silence. I don't even remember. What this guy name again, ABR News? What his name? I can't remember his name. His name escaped me. Sometimes he work as a speaker at the house. 1 or 2 times here he speak. But, you know, his name, I don't remember his name. You understand? But him said that. And then them go to silence. But here when Mr. Vaz say, we kind of put a monkey wrench. Sinclair him name. Mr. Sinclair. Here where Dr. Vaz say. This is one of the latest posts on Dr. Vaz. 3 hours ago. You have another one after that still, let me see. You have another one after that where you're supposed to join him at 5:50 p.m. so that the interview they are going on right now. Beyond the headlines with Dean Jackson Miller on Radio Jamaica. I don't know if you access Radio Jamaica, but that's happening. So hear what Mr. Dawes had to say.
I've taken note of the response from the Southeast Regional Health Authority and the Ministry of Health as to the cause of the deaths of the babies at Victoria Jubilee Hospital. First of all, reject any notion that these babies died because they are premature. Nobody in medicine knows what a fragile baby is.
Oh,
These are
right,
real
Clark.
babies. You are admitted to an ICU when you're very sick. A baby is admitted to a neonatal ICU when they are premature or they're very sick. So to say that they're premature and have low birth weight is the reason why they died is like saying that a diabetic died because they have diabetes when you weren't treating the diabetes appropriately. So do not allow them to change the narrative. The other thing that I see going around is that there was no infection, as if this is some great achievement. This actually makes everything look worse, because if it is that it wasn't an outbreak that you can identify and treat, and it is just because of a result of chronic understaffing, poor supplies, overcrowding, and a lack of investment into the development of the neonatal ICU. Plus, there is no relief ICU, neonatal ICU at the Bustamante Hospital for Children, which is the premier institution for neonatal care, or should be, because it's the largest pediatric hospital in the Caribbean. They have no support. So once you are in the neonatal ICU at the Bustamante Hospital for Children, if anything goes wrong there, that is it. There's no relief. The government has not made the investments that has been necessary to upgrade that ICU space, in spite of all the talk that they made in 2015. As a result of that, something as basic as a portable X-ray cannot be used to diagnose respiratory illnesses and whether or not you have air outside of the lungs, the proper placement of tubes, etc. To diagnose air outside of the lungs in some kids, in some babies, what doctors and nurses have to be doing is to shine a flashlight to see if there are any shadows like that. Or when the babies are stable enough, to transfer them to KPH on bumpy corridors while breathing for them using an ambibag artificially to get them to get the scans. It's unacceptable. Do not allow them to change the narrative. All the outrage out there by the parents, the families who have lost their loved ones, and the families now that are fasting and praying as mothers go into delivery at VGH and other hospitals, they have all right to be outraged. I've taken.
So you hear what the doctor say. The idea that the babies died of natural causes, it doesn't help them. It doesn't help them. It still is bad. Because why the baby died of natural causes? It's like, you hear what he said? It's like a diabetic dying from diabetes because you never have any insulin. You never have any dialysis machine. What? And you're a hospital? And you say that you guys are somehow managing the country well and things are going good? So, you understand what he's saying, guys? You should be outraged. Leslie, big up. This is what you get when you have unqualified people. And yes, the man's name is Charles Sinclair, ladies and gentlemen. That's his name. ABR News is right. I just looked it up on Google. See it here? Charles Sinclair name. Him that. Him couldn't, Senator Sinclair. He could not just zip it. And all he did was repeat. All he did was repeat the already report and response from the Ministry of Health. We already know what they said. All Mr. Lambert is saying, let us have a moment of silence. So were you opposing to the... You weren't opposing to the moment of silence, but yet still, you stopped the moment of silence to repeat what was already said in the report. That everybody that's watching the news knows. You know, it's just a waste of... Yo, man, listen. I saw this, I said, my goodness. When you are stuck on auto mode, You know what is happening to the Wagwan Runnies? You know what is happening to the Jamaica Labour Party? They have so much dirt on them. They have so much. They are marred in corruption to the point where they have become defensive. Their defense mechanism is on auto mode. Billy Davis, what up, man? Salute. The Jamaica Labour Party that is in power right now is marred in so much corruption that their defense mechanism is on auto mode. You understand? They don't know what else to do. Everything the PMP says, they think that they have to defend something. Let me see, right mango. Me never get to look on right mango response, me never get to play that. You understand? Let me see what I'm going to say. Here it is.
They're Jamaicans.
Yes.
I see there's another dead baby scandal. However, we're not hearing so much about it. You know what I don't understand, what I cannot understand? Since this man has been the Minister of Health, Dr. Death himself, Christopher Tufton, we should call him Christopher Teflon, because from he has been the Minister of Health, this is his fourth dead baby scandal.
What?
When Dr. Ferguson was the Minister of Health, and there was a scandal.
Whoa. Bro, are you kidding me? I thought this was the second one. The fourth?
Scandal under him. He was forced to step down. Civil society pressured him into stepping down. When Dr. Ferguson was the Minister of Health and there was a scandal under him, he was forced to step down.
One scandal?
Civil society pressured him into stepping down.
Mighty God.
This is Dr. Tufton's fourth dead baby scandal, including a scandal where the babies were eaten by dogs.
Wow.
And nothing has come of it. Yet again, he gets to parade his little flimsy excuses. Now, this month, June, basically, it's a rate of 1 baby per day that has
rate of 1 baby per
at
day.
Victoria Jubilee Hospital. One baby per day.
Wow.
Now on June 10th, this man went in Parliament and said that the health care system is the best it has been in a long while, knowing full well that Victoria Jubilee was in crisis and a baby was passing per day. If that's not diabolical, I don't know what is.
You cannot make this up. Flick that light there for me. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up, guys. On June 10th, he said that the healthcare system is in the best place it has ever been. While a baby was dying per day in June, passing away per day. Yeah, this dude is diabolical for sure, man. I didn't know how evil Christopher Teflon was. I thought I knew, but yeah, you are on a next level, sir. You are on a next level. This is ridiculous.
Now that it has been exposed by CVM TV, we hear him coming with excuses about them being premature babies. Sort of like they're not babies in the real sense, Dr. Tufton. Is that what you're trying to say? I remember Dr. Fenton Ferguson getting crucified for saying almost exactly the same thing. They're premature, so it's okay for them to die. Is that what you're trying to say too? But you know, I don't even blame you. I blame civil society. Because they keep allowing you to get away with everything. They keep allowing you to get away with everything. It's though you can't do nothing wrong. No matter how Jamaica's healthcare system falls apart, and it has literally fallen apart.
This is why I believe in my heart of hearts that what is being done on purpose. I think that there is an agenda to eliminate as much Jamaican people as possible. Call me crazy. Call me cuckoo. Fine. But this is where I'm at with it. Because none of it makes any sense. Remember, the man said money is not the problem, you know. Remember, the man said money is not the problem. So why are we buying drills for 31 million when it costs 6? When there's no CT scan machine in most of the hospitals. One baby a day is passing away at Jubilee Hospital, just that one hospital. One baby a day. They're severely understaffed, I'm hearing. Didn't he go on some grand tour to India and all over the place to look for nurses instead of paying the ones that are here, the government? This is all their fault. And I really strongly believe that they're doing this on purpose. Because all of this is a simple fix, you know. All of it is a simple fix. Pay the nurses, just like only going to save 20 to 30% increase. Pay the nurses the money that is required. Pay the teachers, pay the police, pay everybody for crying out loud. Much like how you guys run into paying yourselves. Pay everybody. Remember, the Prime Minister said if you want good and proper results, you have to pay the people good money. That was one of his excuses when they gave them the 200 to 300% increase. Or did we forget? If you want the best from the politicians, pay them good money. Well, we are paying them good money and we are getting the worst from the politician, namely Christopher Teflon. So what is it now? I guess we should fire them and put back their money where it was before. So nobody gets paid. I think that's fair. Because they are getting paid way too much for these types of results. One baby a day. Katie, what's up? One baby a day in one hospital, passing away by natural causes. Something that can be prevented. And your excuse is that because they're premature, that's why they... Man, listen. Do you know how many premature babies survive all around the world with proper health care? And become this, I'm talking about some of the most productive members of society. What are you talking about? That is your excuse, Christopher Teflon? Huh? Man, yo. He's the other one that should have been silent. He better never say nothing. When silence was required, Christopher Tufton couldn't help himself. All he had to do was say, listen, we're taking this matter very seriously, all right? And we are going to do a thorough investigation into what could be the reason why we are having these types of results in Jubilee Hospital. Right? Show the people the results. Have a press conference. Communicate with the public. Meet with the families. The government can offer $20,000 tax write-off. Well, offer some type of compensation to the family for their losses. That's a human being. It's not just a premature baby. It is a life. Man, bro.
They allow you to get away with everything and nobody pressures you to resign or step aside.
True.
There are no voices screaming loud enough for you to go away because you really and truly you need to go away. You are the worst thing to have happened to healthcare since Jamaica existed. There has been no health minister as diabolical as Christopher Tufton. Most of them have a little empathy. Christopher Tufton has no empathy.
Zero.
He has no empathy. All he has is PR.
Man, heartless, brother.
So again, he's going to PR his way out of this, and I blame the people in Jamaica who are the stakeholders that continuously allow this man to get away with all this nonsense. You don't mean yourself any good. You don't mean Jamaicans any good. But you know what? Eventually, the suffering because of the pop-down healthcare sector is going to reach at your doorstep. Because I think generally, most of you are the same. You just really don't care about the plight of the ordinary Jamaican people. And this is not just about dead babies. It's about everything, everybody, everything will go on in the health system. This is just another scandal that is going to be swept under the rug. Just one more. But it is what it is. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Wow. Wow. Look like she answered somebody. What is?
Boy, life is so funny. In 2014 to 2015, when Fenton Ferguson was the minister.
This person said sue them over what? These babies were premature. All of us know what it is. What is a premature? PMP only hungry for power. Oh, which idiot this man? Which dopey about this? This is not even a man, it's not even a woman, it's a man that said this. So he's saying that we are sue them for a premature baby. So a premature baby is not life. Oh my God, yo. Do you know how deep this is? Jamaicans some of us are so disconnected. I mean, I want to say the word disconnected. Them plug out. You understand what I say? Them not understand the reality of nothing that is going on. Do you know that there was a whole deliberation in the Senate in the United States about an embryo in the womb? The description of what life is. And it surrounded the whole thing about abortion and the illegalities of it. Do you know how long they were in court about that? When they were in the Senate about that? And a baby that is already born, that is premature, he just wants to flag off like it's not a significant entity that is here on earth, that as a parent, that has their DNA, that has life within it. No matter how long it had life within it. It had life. The baby, the human being had life within it. And this disconnected, disillusioned, dunce individual, I go company something and talk about. You're not supposed to sue them because of just premature baby. And all of us know what premature means. Obviously you don't. Because you're disconnected. Man, you can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. Listen to what Mango have to say.
The Minister of Health. He stood in Parliament and gave a very similar reason for the death of premature babies under his watch. He may not have articulated it properly, but he did say prematurity and the lack of development of these infants was the cause of their demise. Unfortunately, he went on to say that they were not babies in the real sense, and you would have none of it. Dr. Christopher Tufton and the Ministry of Health is basically giving the exact same reason.
Simone, what happened?
I know you're claiming that PNP is hungry for power, when you literally overthrew a man who gave...
Hey, mommy. Yeah, mommy. Simone. A whole heap of premature baby right now. I tell you, some of my strongest with them. Play basketball, athletic, long jump, all type of thing. I not talk about nothing I don't know about. You hear me I tell you? So I don't know what this is a E that you talk about in this comment section.
The same reason with a quarter of the deaths. Do you realize that in June, up to the 24th of June, 24 babies had died? That is a rate of 1 a day.
Exactly.
And you're going to say PNP hungry for power? Well, prematurity is not a cause of death. Prematurity is a condition. A baby being born premature is not a death sentence.
Bingo! Bingo! No, man, I tell you, it come like say God give them one extra boost when they're premature.
Yes, it's true.
When they survive the prematurity, it come like them a superman or superwoman. Premature baby are some of the strongest people them I know. I tell you that. So when I tell this to the ladies them out there, when your baby is born premature, don't you cry and don't you look down on that child. Nurture that child, love that child, and give that child your all. I'm telling you. You might have you might have the next neurosurgeon coming out of your womb. You hear me tell you? Them bright too. What is this person talking about? Foolishness. As if prematurity is a death sentence, like the lady said. It's a condition, just like how if you're diabetic, it's a condition. Look how much people have HIV for years and live. Hello? So why should a baby be premature and not survive the premature condition? All they have to do is have the right things in place in the hospital to make sure that that baby gets the help that its body needs to survive. The proper training from the people, the proper equipment. So Christopher Tufton, your excuse is null and void. It's not accepted. We reject it. We are outraged. The conscious Jamaican people, right, are outraged at 24 babies passing away in the Jubilee Hospital in 24 days. In June, 1 month, 200 plus. I have people that watch me here that their babies are premature. And they are grown up now, big man. Or somebody earlier told me about her son being 40 and have 3 kids. What are you talking about, Christopher Tufton, and these people that are following you? These blind witnesses. Sonia Graham, big up yourself. Yes, of course, once you nourish them good. Most premature babies Saturday. That's a fact. Me say, hey, this is just why me I tell you more going at this year, me I tell you, say, brother. Yo, them thing I tell you, say, we have to rescue Jamaica, you know? We have to rescue Jamaica, seriously.
Babies who are born premature in today's world have a very, very good chance of surviving with proper care. But let us talk about proper care. For babies who are even born full term and are in need of care, there are no ventilators, and there's also an increased risk of mortality for these babies because we don't have enough ventilators at the neonatal unit.
Wow.
There's not proper sanitation either because there is a lack of equipment, proper equipment. There's not enough staff. There's a lack of staff. Normally you try to get these babies nursed one-on-one, one nurse to one sick baby. No, oh my God, the staff there overwhelmed. And there are myriads of other reasons that are totally correctable and make these deaths totally preventable. Prematurity didn't cause these deaths. These babies became infected because they were not handled properly because of lack of equipment or whatever. And it just so happened that they are premature babies, which put them in the NICU for a longer period of time. I hope I break it down. I'm trying to word it in such a way that the average person understands.
Did a good
2
job.
of my 3 children were premature.
You hear that?
My grandchildren were premature.
You hear that?
Premature babies stay in the hospital until they can breathe properly.
Exactly.
Until they put on enough weight so that they can be discharged.
Yes.
The purpose of the neonatal intensive care or the special care unit for preemie babies is to get the babies to the birth weight and the breathing capability that they need to be at so that they can survive on their own. I mean, this has been happening for over 50 years where babies can survive. Even in the States, babies are born at 5 months gestational age and are perfectly capable of surviving with proper care. While we may not have those capabilities in Jamaica, I'm sure that babies born at a gestational age of 30 weeks or more, we can do a lot to save them. But you see, this is what happens when you create this storm and politicize healthcare, because this is what you did 10 years ago and now you're reaping what you sow. And you expect to get away with the same thing that you crucified Dr. Ferguson for. That is hypocrisy. And the only people who are hungry to maintain power is the GLP.
Thank you.
Because you're doing anything and everything to maintain power, even when everything around you is collapsing.
Yes.
Don't you realize that very soon is a dumpling going to be maintaining power over, because that's what you've turned Jamaica into?
Thank you. That is
Our
it.
life is so.
That is it. I mean, she did such an excellent job. I think I have to, when I come back home, I have to record this. Stuff like this I need on the page. Because, you know, she broke it down excellently. All the babies need is proper care. Jamaica doesn't have the level of care as the United States, obviously. But we are too far behind for babies to be passing away, premature babies to be passing away at this rate at one hospital. That has to be a operational problem, whether equipment, staff, training, whatever the case might be. It's not because a baby is premature that is an automatic death sentence. Stop it. And Christopher Tufton, for the rest of the time, have some shame. Don't go on no platform go talk. Don't go on no platform go open your mouth about politics. But not just shut up. Please, respectfully. Please. Alright? Just don't say nothing at all. When name Mr. Charles Sinclair, same to you, sir. None of you, make Andrew Honest alone take his shame of putting his chest out and pretending to be confident about the position that you guys have left Jamaica in and the position that you have brought us to right now in this country. Don't say nothing, please. Quietly, leave quietly. Because I'm telling you, the Jamaican people is going to usher on out. Just like what Pastor Peter Chambers said. Now tell her that. And that's a promise from God. Alright? It doesn't matter what you guys try. This is indefensible. All of it. Everything is just too much. The Jamaican people tired of you. I want to see back on you. And never to return, as a matter of fact. Never to return. Believe that. Unbelievable, man. People, bless up on yourself. Thank you guys for being here. Alright. Somebody came in just to get blocked. Okay, goodbye. Shoot hurts, who can't take it off a splurt. Run left them pants and shirt. Whoa, how would that me just... Oh, wrong somebody. My bad. Don't worry about it. I'll get you back. Oh, that Nightbot. Nightbot, are you me delete? Oh, Nightbot. I'm sorry, bro. Damn, Nightbot. I just hit Nightbot, yo. I gotta add him back as a moderator. Lord of mercy. Me just delete Nightbot. Oh, my finger big, that's how you go. But me delete the other person we just said that a while ago. You understand? Yeah man, them people are, and you see people even come on the channel and attack we are talking truth. You have some germs, you know. I say that without apology. Because you say what you say a while ago, you're a germs. You understand? And the Almighty God knows what to do with you. You remember good. Anyway, people, Sassy, big up yourself. Patricia, anywhere there the word is love. Thank you for the donation today. My God. You make the weekend nice. I needed it. Thank you so much, Patricia. Big up, them now no shame. Look what them a try for defend. People like them there, me not even, and you know that you have to, this is a 10-minute subscriber only video. You have to subscribe for 10 minutes before you can type, you know. And that person is so dedicated. If he says something dirty towards me, that them take the 10 minutes just to get blocked. Yo, they're not a shit for true. Whoa, you laugh off of them in that chat. Woo! How you feel? I've been in that chat same way now. How you feel? Oh my God. No, sir. Yeah, you never see comment. Me see it though, because me the owner for it. And YouTube actually blocked the comment, you know. That's why you guys never see it. But I didn't read the comment, but I showed it. And then we read it because I couldn't see so good. It's kind of dark. And then I see him say, you are one old dirty boy, something like that. Something like that, them say. But my God, you just come to get black? Rough here, man. At least Hectic Street. Labor right name, Hectic Street. At least Hectic Street just come. And I just want die-hearted JLP. Sometimes he says some silly things, but he never disrespect. You know what I mean? So big up Hectic Street. The big labor right on the platform. Eh? Big him up. Yeah.
Life is so funny.
Big up Hectic Street. Real thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, my people, the word is love. I understand. So Talk Your Mind TV now go live again. Now what go on? You block him this morning over ABR News. Oh, Hectic. Yo, Hectic, they used to Hectic on sample, man. Yes, you just see one over. It come like them pay them. Come like them pay them for company page them and say what them I say. But I know something I have no problem with them over here. I don't know if it's because my page is subscriber only for the most part. I don't really see them over here that much. God shunned the wicked them from me, you know. And I thank God for that. Jerry, big up yourself. We say, Talk Your Mind TV I go live again. Because I see I be a premiere video I do, you know. So I wonder, I want to make this premiere video I do. I work. $2,000 weekly, my cousin one of the big what? What am I talking about? $2,000 weekly, how about that? Yeah, so only for work to do tomorrow, you know. Well, from tonight still when I come back home. Hold on, let me do this. So people who never know what's me live. Yeah man, me live in a man and if you make sure so you can watch a replay, yeah? Come check it out. I have to deal with Mr. Sinclair now. His name Charles Sinclair and Christopher Tufton a while ago. Check it out. That is it. Some people they never know. That is it. That is it. Why so me have to do it from what the end now? I mean new methodology this. You understand? Try to use the shot them for promote the video them. So if you miss it, most people get the shots them faster. You know? Yeah man. It work man. Work sometime. To come in for that the money them I get paid. I who tell you that? I must you make that up. I you know say I probably are true. My name Charles Sinclair, Senator Charles Sinclair. But my lady they call him Christopher Teflon. Never tell a lie. Christopher Teflon Tufton. Big up Andre Stevenson. Man fly out and gone for him. A big event over Canada there. Hope him have him and the lady there. Him family when him go with, I hope them have a safe flight and everything. You know what I mean? But me here say a two-person, the IC report. We never did talk about this still, but me hear it from Atafai Press. Say a two-person. But them don't mention them name. Them not put out them name. You see me? So what kind of thing that? Right? Me no want to vote with somebody where in a JLP where statutory declaration is certified. At least Andrew Honest Eddie all of them say all of them get what you say? No man. 2 out of the 5. The report coming for 2 out of the 5. That me understand, Franny. You see me? See it there?
And them now left it. When I say what is going on in the parliament, out. When I say what is going on because Andrew
Chelsea
have gag order down per IC, so we can know who are these 2 added parliamentarians.
2 added?
These 2 additional parliamentarians. Who are they?
What?
Who are they?
Whoa, wait. So you tell me say 10 illicit people there in a Andrew Honest. What a bang bang. You know say me any life though. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. When you go over Atafai Press, go watch that video. See it there? See the title there? Go over Atafai Press, go watch that video now. No, sir. Oh, see our Mystic Sensation Live. Would the annual IC report have revealed the illicit 8 before the general election? Question mark. So watch Atafai Press and see Mystic Sensation Live, people. Mystic Sensation Live. Hey, look more here. May have probably 2 more videos for premiere before the day done. Before the night is over. Look a bit. The word is love here. Yeah, this is even worse than I thought too, Chelsea. Later. No, sir. Can't